Listen to that motor. That was all from me. All that noise. Let's see how fast I can get off the exit ramp. Oh yeah, this thing is quick. This thing's really, really, really quick. Wow, that is a rush how fast that is. I mean, you listen to that engine. You really hear it. You know it. You know that you got that engine under here. I like the sound of this thing, I do. I really, really do. You just give it a lot of gas and it just, boom, takes off. Like a bat out of hell, this thing takes off. The electronics I could do without. Woo! Got a little bit of air. I didn't expect the road to be like that. Yeah, the GPS takes a lot to love. Let's put it that way. It's the GPS only a mother could love. It's a beautiful sound of that motor. Beautiful. Ah. Oh. Rumble, rumble. But see, I'm only going 20-something miles an hour. It does sound like you're going really fast. And that popping non-stop. It's an experience. This car is truly an experience. Yeehaw! I am in a brand new BMW M850i Convertible. The very first thing I noticed getting in this car is, of course, the popping exhaust, as well as the limited visibility due to this center thing being right in my line of sight. And I'm tall, so I'm like, my eyes are almost at the height of the window. But aside from that, it's great looking, and it sure as heck is loud, and I'll bet you it's fast. We're gonna see that soon enough. Oh man, it is quick. I didn't realize how quick I'm going already. So, like in the car, I have it in super sport mode, like the maximum sport settings there is in the car. It's the wind is quite substantial. I mean, all convertibles have wind, that's inevitable, but some deflect it more than others. This one, I feel like I'm in a little bit of a wind tunnel, which I don't mind. I don't think it's so terrible, but people who are adverse to wind, they may not love that, you know? That's the first initial reaction. The car is really cool, though. I gotta say, on the cool factor, it's a 10, man. Very, very cool. Listen to that motor. That was all from me. All that noise. Holy cow, right? So far, I'm loving the car. It's a great, great vehicle. I just hit traffic, which is frustrating when you have a supercar, you know, taking a supercar for a ride. But it is really loud. I hear that popping. Listen to that pop. It is so, so loud. So the first thing I notice is the car interior is gorgeous. This two-tone coloring, really, really, really nice. That popping would drive me crazy if I owned the car, but it's superb when you're borrowing it. If everywhere I went made that noise, that would literally drive me crazy, but like this, no big deal. You know, just borrowing the car. I'm not sitting in this traffic, so I'm gonna get off here. Let's see how fast I can get off the exit ramp. Oh yeah, this thing is quick. This thing's really, really, really quick. Wow, that is a rush how fast that is. Unfortunately, I don't like these seat belts. They yank you to the seat, and because I'm wearing a hat with a bill, it's pushing my head into the backrest, which I could do without. But hey, so be it. All right, so the reality is, all modern BMWs sort of behave the same. So the driving dynamics are not enormously different, but this one's just really fast. It's wild how fast this one is, and it handles quite nice. I'm about to hit a nice hard right turn. Let's see how it does on that. Real good. Uh-oh, bump. All right, there we go. Wow. You know what the problem is? It's making so much noise that every cop in the city is going to be looking for me. That's the problem. You can't say that wasn't you. You could be heard from a mile away with this thing. However, it is such a total blast to drive. The only thing I so far don't like a lot is these seatbelts keep retaining me to the chair. Now I know that's a safety feature, obviously, but it keeps yanking me back and it's making the bill of my hat hit the back of the rest. It's kind of, it sounds like a totally stupid problem, I realize that, but it is annoying as heck. Stop pulling me to the seat. I'm not dying, man. I don't need the seatbelts yanking me back. I know how to keep the car on the road, at least I hope so. So there's no problem there. This car is an absolute blast. Now I have driven the coupe version of this car, so I kind of know what it is. This is not my first time behind the wheel of an 8 Series, but an M8 Series, but this one is really nice. I mean, convertible, you can't go wrong with that. I want to really hit it hard here, and unfortunately there's a truck in front of me, and I don't want to, you know, I don't want to go under the truck with this thing. Let's see, here we go. I got my opportunity. Wow, it really moves. It moves to a point though. I started losing traction, you heard it on there. So it's really, really good, but I've managed to break the rear loose just now. I've taken other cars hard around turns like that, and they don't do that. So on a hard cornering, I would say this one is excellent, but it's not the best I've ever driven. But on a hard acceleration, this is a blast. It just takes off. It launches you. Now, unfortunately, I'm in a place with traffic. That's kind of ruining the test. Oh, here we go, New Jersey Turnpike. Get on here. Get out of this traffic, man. Nothing like having a supercar in traffic, you know? It is what it is. Visibility is annoying because of this here. This is really an annoying thing. Also, my head, I feel like I'm going to hit it here because I kind of would if I went forward enough. I don't see how I would do that without hitting something, but it's not very far from me. It's maybe 5 inches, 6 inches, hitting this part here. The problem is the sitting position, really. Wow, this is a long turn. Here we go, here we go, here we go. There's an old person in a Buick in front of me. That limits the fun factor. Old person in a Buick is going right for the left lane. You're going to see me pass him right now. Yeah! This car is a blast. Honestly, it is a total blast. All right, so anyway, this car is truly phenomenal. It looks beautiful, honestly. A lot of the modern BMWs don't look that amazing. This one does. It really looks good. So here I am on a gorgeous, sunny, beautiful day in an M850i convertible. A little bit lost, but it's a gorgeous day, honestly. I don't mind. I could drive this car all day long. This thing will thrill me. I would not mind owning one of these, really. I've driven so many nice cars. This one is up there. It's at the top of the list, honestly. These M850i's are gorgeous. I think the only thing I could say really is that the sitting position is less than ideal, and this is in my line of sight. Everything else is really, really good. Oh, and I don't like the popping noise. It's fun to borrow a car that pops, though. It's just that, like, every day that popping, I don't know. Here I am, gorgeous sunny day, the perfect car for it. I'm a little concerned because I hit traffic and I got to return the car in a reasonable amount of time. But, you know, so be it. And just look at the thing, man. It handles great. Not the best handling car I've ever driven, but it's definitely up there in the top, I don't know, 20%. It's extremely quick off the line. The highway speeds is pretty fast. Again, not the fastest I've ever driven, but definitely near the top. Definitely. If you need an everyday convertible, this is it. The problem here is the back seat. I'm 6 feet tall, 183 centimeters. That's the amount of space behind my seat right now. No one is sitting behind me. So there's a small little problem if you want to use the back seats. It's basically a two-seater car with rear seats that are not usable unless someone's got no legs. Seriously. However, as a two-seater, it's gorgeous. I don't think you're going to find something much more fun than this car, that's for sure. It's a blast, man. Just listen to that. I don't love the crystal here. I know a lot of people, it's Swarovski, crystal. To me, that feels gimmicky. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. The shifter's made out of Swarovski crystal. I don't know. That just doesn't excite me. I'd rather like old school materials like wood, which they don't even use anymore. But hey, you know, this stitching with the contrast stitching here is very beautiful. The two-tone coloring is gorgeous. The car is like the ultimate sunny day car. I mean, you can't beat this too much. I can't think of any modern car that's really a better driving experience than this M850i. It's really up there. I've turned off all the driving aids, first of all. I want to go on record. I hate these driving aids. They're great for young drivers. I don't like them at all. They're not for me. I'd rather be in control of the car. I don't like that it steers for you, that it does this for you, does that for you. Just drive for me, you know? Just drive the car and let me control you and I'm good. That's what I like to hear from my cars. They just keep their mouth shut and drive. But, you know, they have all these crazy things. It steers, it does this. I don't like that. You could turn it off though, and I have, and it's great that way. When it's on, it drives me nuts. It's just an awful experience, so I don't know what to tell you. But some people need that. It's safer for those people, I guess, to drive like that. Personally, I don't need ABS braking. I know how to pump my brakes. I don't need any of this junk, this automatic stuff. I'm fine with old school driving. In front of me is a 1950s Chevrolet. Beautiful car. Unfortunately, the camera's not going to see that angle. But, I mean, I'd be fine to drive one of those too. I don't need these modern gimmicky things. I don't like the popping. I'm only going 16 miles an hour now and it's still popping. But I like the car. I really do. I mean, you listen to that engine. You really hear it. You know it. You know that you got that engine under here. It's a nice, big, hefty feeling car. I like big cars. I don't like tiny little things that make you feel like claustrophobic. A lot of convertibles give you that claustrophobia feel. This one doesn't do that. It's really good that way. I don't care for the GPS. I'd rather Google Maps. I think this GPS is not easy to read. I'm sure if you use it every day, you'll get used to it. I can't tell what it's telling me. It's using symbols instead of writing out the words. And if you're familiar with where you are, those symbols are fine. I don't even know how to get back using this GPS, so be it. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a big screen. You could see the screen perfectly in this bright sun, so that is definitely very good. But it's just hard to follow the navigation, like the imagery on there. It's not saying turn right at so-and-so. It has a sign of, what does that say, 280 and exit 15W and an arrow, instead of saying what 280 is, which I think, I don't know which highway that even is. It's just a number. Which I guess, I mean, if you're following it, it's fine. But if you kind of know your way around, and you want to know what highway is it putting it on. Is it going through a toll? Is it not? This GPS isn't doing that. Maybe there's a way to program it. Who knows? I don't know. It says I got to suffer this traffic, though, for another 3/4 of a mile before I can pop a U-ey and go back in normal speed. That's his brakes, not mine, I assure you. This car is nice and quiet other than the roaring exhaust. That's the only thing you hear in here. And everyone around you, of course. Now, as a convertible, like most convertibles, you're really low to the ground. I mean, that truck is intimidating, you know. You'll certainly go under it if you hit that truck. You're not hitting the bumper, you're going right under that car. So you are low to the ground. The sport mode on this car has got quite aggressive gearing. Every time I lift off the throttle, it pulls you back. Almost like you're driving an electric car with regen braking. It's very, very aggressive braking. Not braking, very aggressive engine braking, meaning the transmission is in a low gear. Does it say what gear I'm in? No, but it feels like second. It does. Oh yeah, no, it does. It says it's second. It is second. So it feels like second. It feels like a very high ratio second. There it goes. Now I'm in third. I let off the gas. It's rolling a little bit, but I guess it depends on your speed. Well, if it's going to drop you to second. Yeah, there it goes. It put me back in second at 28 miles per hour. And you really feel the car retard your speed. It's very significant. Okay, another 1/4 mile of this traffic before I could get off and get back on to something that moves more faster. Oh, here we go. Here's the exit ramp. Here's that beautiful, beautiful old Chevy. Man, this thing does move. You don't feel the speed in this at all, although the stupid seatbelt's driving me crazy. You really don't feel the speed in this, honestly. It feels like you're going much slower than you're actually going. You're speeding when you don't realize you're speeding even. Honestly, all BMWs that are modern really do follow the same sort of format. It's telling me not to turn here, but turn next to make a U-turn. Okay. See, right now I'm not going that fast, but it's making sure that everyone hears me. That roaring engine, you know, I'm going basically the speed limit, but everyone's going to turn around and look, who's that guy making all that noise? I don't want that attention. I really don't. I'd like the exact same experience. The driving is superb. same exact driving experience, but less noise. That's what I would like. Anyway, it's telling me to turn around here. Let me turn in there, actually. I don't know why it's, wow. Oh, wow. That gave me quite a spin there. I didn't realize the car would swerve like that when I made that U-turn. Yeehaw! The car is beautiful. The leather feels good. I gotta say, it's a nice leather. It's soft to the touch. This is not soft. This is hard plastic underneath leather. I don't like that, but this is soft here. This metal thing here is very pretty. It does say Bowers & Wilkins, so I'm sure that's the audio. I'm sure the audio sounds good. I don't care for the music. I care for the music note of the engine. That's what I'm looking to see. So the metal trim on this part of the steering wheel here is pretty distorted and messed up from them disinfecting this car. So wait, go straight and then make a right onto the turn. Okay, sorry, follow my way around. The metal is a little bit distorted from them disinfecting this car. Like the finish is ruined on it. So if you're going to disinfect your steering wheel, be aware that you might mess up the car. It's a beautiful sound of that motor. Beautiful. Ah. Oh. Rumble, rumble. But see, I'm only going 20-something miles an hour. It does sound like you're going really fast. And that popping non-stop. It's an experience. This car is truly an experience, honestly. Let's see. All right, we're gonna hit a tunnel and we're gonna do a little bit of a sound test right about now. Just 1, 2, 3. All that noise from this little car. You know, there's a slow moving car in front of me. It's a little bit of a buzzkill. This turn would be fun to go fast. What a gorgeous day. Absolutely gorgeous day. This car is fast. It's got a lot of spirit to it. Good amount of road feel. Not the best road feel, but very, very good. A lot of wind though. I feel like I'm gonna lose my hat. I might lose my hat, I hope not, but I might. I gotta drive with like 2 hands, with like 1 hand because I gotta hold on to my hat. You know the expression, hold on to your hat, we're gonna go really fast? Well, that's what we got right now. This car's got all different modes, sport mode, blah, blah, blah. I've got it in the super sport mode, the maximum. I have no interest in driving anything else. The suspension is definitely soft enough for New York City roads. Jersey roads. Sorry, Habit, New York City. Jersey roads, so super sport is fine all the time. I don't see why you'd want it in any other mode. I'm trying to figure out how to get back and it's making me concerned, but otherwise, I am enjoying the ride. You can see like the wind is, I guess you can't see, but you could listen, you can believe me, the wind is brutal out as soon as you move away from the windshield, and part of my head is above the windshield. So I don't know what to do about that. If I owned the car, I think I'd have to figure out a new hat situation, like start wearing do-rags or something, because the wind is pretty strong on the top of my head. But other than that, great car. Steering wheel feels nice and hefty. The paddles and stuff, I ain't even gonna bother because this car is so quick. I can't see why you need the paddle shifters. You just give it a lot of gas and it just, boom, takes off. Like a bat out of hell, this thing takes off. Highway passing gear, I would say, is very good. Not the best, not the fastest I've ever driven, but very, very good. Off the line, it's extremely fast. Now, right now, this thing is telling me exit 16W in a mile. But what is the name of the exit? It's abbreviating. It says SEC. Now, I know because I'm kind of familiar with where I am. That's probably meaning Secaucus, which is fine, but it doesn't say that. Now it says Secaucus. It unabbreviated it. Yeah, the GPS takes a lot to love. Let's put it that way. It's the GPS only a mother could love. It's a mess. Oh, you know what? I just realized the heads-up display shows you more than the screen. I've never seen a car that does that. Usually it's the other way around. The heads-up is abbreviated. I don't personally care for heads-up because I find it distracting in my line of view, but it's the quality of the display is very good. The heads-up, very good display. The sitting position is a little off center, meaning the steering wheel is a little farther to the left. It makes you want to sit like this a little bit. Not sure why they built the car like that. But either way, very, very good driving experience. Liking this car, no, I should say I'm loving this car. Honestly, if I was stuck with it to drive any one car for a very long period of time, I would say this is definitely high up on my list of cars I'd love to be stuck with. It's really, really superb ride. You gotta like that noise. I don't. I want it to shut up the car a little bit. Do the exact same performance, exact experience without all the popping. But other than that, you know, it's a good car. It's a real good car. This car is really beautiful. It's a fun driving car. I don't know what to say. You know, it's just, if you have to have if you're stuck with one car every day, this is it. This is the car. This is really, really it. All right, this GPS I could do without. The electronics I could do without. Woo! Got a little bit of air. I didn't expect the road to be like that. But the car itself I love. I'm gonna say, let's say that's it. I'm done with this test for now. I love the car. I want to take it home with me, but I can't. It's not mine. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this experience with me. See you all in the next video. Like, share, subscribe, and have a really, really wonderful day. Peace out.